Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video I finally finished the insane grind of maxing out the affection. So the affection is basically a passive way to get diamonds. It's like this. So you got the hearts here which you get from obtaining a character. So when you obtain a character you get 1 heart for them, and then when you max out their affinity, which is the 5 heart system, you then get an extra heart as well. And as you can see here, there's a lot of melees in the game, so I have of course lots of hearts for melee. But you've got to max these out, and the way you max it out is it's 1 XP to 1 affinity, no, affection, whatever you want to call it. And it's 20,000 per heart, and you need 250 hearts to finish the whole thing. You're probably wondering, why would you put yourself through all this pain? Well, diamonds. Really, that's just it. It's just passive diamonds. And also, some teams are actually quite good. For example, when Tier came out, I was using Gelder. Gelder's not too bad. When a new melee comes out, you can run melee, Liz, Escanor, so on and so forth, so it's not too bad. And I'd mainly do it whilst I'd be farming gold, you know, but like, not when I really badly need gold. If I really badly needed gold, I would run like a speed team. If not, I'd run an affection team. But that's what I was doing, and I've been doing that for ages and ages. And this grind really started probably 2 years ago is when I properly started. I was like 40 hearts, like damn, it's gonna take me ages. And now I finally finished 250. Of course, the new gold stage actually makes it much easier. Just a little bit, but it's noticeable. But yeah, as you can see here, you can see the sort of the characters I've done. I got Death Pierce, of course, when Death Pierce was broken. Malascula, when I first started the game, basically just always used Malascula, Valenti, Estarossa, Mono, Derriere, Roxy, Zeldris, Matrona, Shin. I don't know why Matrona's on there. Zaneri. Zaneri's just from me just doing like random like events with her, or just Belmuth really. That's it. Nothing else really that weird. But then when you get to Ragnarok, you can see that all the Ragnarok characters are maxed, basically. That's just because Ragnarok characters have always been quite good. I think it's the time they released. They sort of released a little bit into the game, so all the characters have to be somewhat usable. Of course, you've got Sab. Gelder's quite good. Of course, Gelder's not Ragnarok. Hell's good. Demon King's good. Tyr's good. So on and so forth. But it is worth it. You get a lot of diamonds from this. Let me count how many diamonds there are. There is a whopping 300 diamonds that you can get from affection. I didn't realize it was that many. I always thought it was, I don't know, 100, maybe 200 max, but you get 300 diamonds on the dot. You get 60 diamonds every 50 hearts. So, for example, it's always in the same patterns. We'll go to the start. So you get 5, 10, 5, 10, 10, 5, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 10, which is 60. And then of course that goes on 5 times and that equals 300 diamonds. But it's a good amount of diamonds. It's a half a rotation of a collab and a third of a rotation of a festival. Yes, it does take you a long time, but I personally think it's worth it. What I normally do is that if you do want to run like maybe like a little bit of a botched team, I think I've actually gotten rid of my affection team. Yeah, now it's just my Fort Soldiers team. I'm going to replace her with Thor, but that's my new... Okay, I'll replace this team. I don't care. What I normally do is I go to Goddesses and I grab Danafall Liz. So Danafall Liz, you have to have a relic, but the 50% attack, which lasts for 3 turns, if you can clear it in 3 turns, it's good. If not, you know, you may struggle a little bit at the end. But definitely run Danafall Liz, and then you run, let's just say you want affection for Escanor, you run Escanor. And then what you do is you look at his passive, you think, he kind of wants Sins, right? Sins or humans. And you think, okay, if I run Sins, I can then do melee. And you think, if I can do melee, because he also likes Sins as well, let's go for another Sin booster who's also quite good DPS. You could then go this king, or this king, or this king, you know, to boost affinity for them. And of course with her in the back, I think this is literally just the team here. It's the exact team here, just a different Danafall. But this team is not only very good for just farming, you know, literally every single Fort Soldier stage, but it's quite quick. It's very quick. You've got Escanor's death damage, you've got boost with King. They all have some sort of synergy, and that is sort of what you want to do. Is you want to see which characters you're sort of nearly done. Either they have lots of hearts, or you're nearly finished, let's say, a heart or 2 hearts of them, and you're close to a reward. You want to sort of build a team around them. You got to make sure that all the characters on the team, they have affinity that you can, affection you can get with them. You've got to make sure that they're half decent, that you can beat it every time, and that it's not going to take you forever. I'm not going to lie, LR Galland, actually quite good. LR Zeldris is quite good. You know, you then mix that with a melee, or Gelder, if you want to, so Estarossa, Festival Estarossa. Just stuff like that, just so you're able to get affection for them. I'd actually start using Galland towards the end, but I was like 1 heart off, and I was like, screw it, let's see who's like the closest. And it was Hauser. Hauser was like 600 off, so I just did like 10, maybe 15 runs of gold, and then it was done, and that was the end. But yeah, I did also start using Galland just a tiny bit. Malascula's done, Death Pierce, like you can tell some of his characters are quite OG, like Death Pierce, of course, Shin, wherever the hell Shin is. Because Shin's horrible now, right? I mean, like, just in general. But at the back in the day, he was the best farming character you could get in the game. I'm talking old. And Red Hauser, but my Red Hauser wasn't leveled up. Danafor, if you've got every copy of Danafor, you can actually earn affection with her being in the back as well. Even if you do max out her affection, I still recommend using her. Mainly because she's such a good support character, she can even turn some bad characters into half decent. And yeah, that's really it. Affection's worth the grind though. It's taken about 4 years. It has. It's taken 4 years. But in the end, it's been maxed out, and they haven't updated it. It's not been updated in 4 years. I do hope that they eventually update it, maybe keep it up to date, maybe add a few more hearts whenever, you know, another set of 5 every 3 characters they release a reward, because that's what it would be. 3 characters, you would have the heart for obtaining them, and the heart for maxing in their affinity, and then in total there'll be 6 hearts, because it's 2 per character. And that's what I think they should do, because it'll actually give you a use for these characters. But currently, like, I'm not going to farm affection again. I'm just going to grind it out using all the best characters in the game now. I could just speed farm everything. But if you don't mind, you know, spending a little bit longer to farm things, mainly just like the new gold dungeon or books, if you want to farm books or enhanced pots, this is probably the best way to do it. You farm affection as well. You sort of get in those passive diamonds, because affection is probably the only real super passive way of getting diamonds. Like, I've gotten 300 diamonds extra over the past 4 years, so nearly 100 diamonds a year basically, which isn't too bad. It's not too bad at all. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next one. Goodbye.